Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking onto this video, and please don't forget to subscribe before you leave. Okay, so today, what inspired this video is as we often find ourselves, I was scrolling through the sale section on Sephora.com, and I noticed that something that I felt like was a splurge, I spent a lot of money on, was suddenly like 40% off, and it was a really crappy item. So that's what inspired today's video. So today we're going to be talking about 5 expensive products from Sephora that I regret purchasing. And yeah, let's jump right into it. Okay, so first, the product that I was just talking about is this guy. This is the McGrath Mthrship Eyeshadow Palette Sublime Bronze Ambition. The price is $55 US and $70 Canadian. There are 6 shades, 1 matte, and 5 shimmer metallic shades. So this was my first experience with McGrath. I was always super curious. I'm always into trying things that are on the market that everybody rants and raves about. Even if the price tag is high, I don't care. I want to try, I get curious. So yeah, I bought this. I was really happy about it. Gorgeous packaging, as you can see. So when you open it up, sure, okay, she's pretty, right? But the issue with this palette is there is only 1 matte in here, and it's pretty dark. So to have to work with the entire palette, just basing it off that 1 matte, and then to work with all the shimmers, it's very limiting. And I really didn't necessarily love the quality of the shadow. Like, I didn't feel like it really blended out very well. Just wasn't my favorite. And I don't know if this is a thing, but it's as though the shimmers don't adhere to your eye. Now, I'm talking even when I cut with a concealer, even when I use like some type of glitter glue or anything with a sticky base, wetting them, anything, it just does not stick to the eye. It falls all into where my lashes are, all into my eyeliner, and it's just not a pretty look. It always stopped me from reaching for the palette. So yeah, this is one of the things that I super regret purchasing from Sephora. Actually, before we move on, I wanted to talk about a product I would use instead of the McGrath, and that would be the Natasha Denona Mini Nude Eyeshadow Palette. It's priced at $25 US and $33 Canadian. There's 5 shades, 2 mattes, and 3 shimmers. So in my opinion, this is much more worth your money. You're gonna get a lot more versatility out of it, a lot more use. It's a lot more travel friendly. Like, this is almost like abrasive the way it's shaped, because it doesn't stay open. You have to like keep going like this with the flap. It's like super annoying. So I would definitely choose the Natasha Denona instead. I have found that I do like the quality of Natasha Denona much better than McGrath. Okay, so the next item that I want to talk about is the Tatcha Silk Canvas. So lucky for me, I got a mini size of this. So the price of this guy is $22 US and $26 Canadian. In my opinion, it is completely overhyped. It's just one of those products that they sent to all the beauty influencers that were, you know, selling it to us. I truly did not see a difference in my skin whatsoever when I put this on. I did not notice a difference in the longevity of my makeup. I didn't notice that it filled in my fine lines or my pores at all like I was expecting, like the way they were ranting and raving about it, so that was really disappointing. I've mentioned it a million times, but what I would purchase instead of this guy is the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer. It is amazing. It actually costs a lot less for the mini. It comes in at $15 US and $20 Canadian for the mini size, which my friend has and apparently does last you a very long time. So I would definitely choose that instead. It's super amazing, worth every dollar, and yeah, this guy happened to be one of the worst things that I purchased from Sephora. Alright, so next, now this one breaks my heart. It truly breaks my heart. This is the Marc Jacobs Omega Bronzer in Tantric. This is priced at $49 US and $65 Canadian. Now, I truly loved this bronzer. There's not one thing wrong with this bronzer. The formula is beautiful. The color was just perfect for me. It's in the shade Tantric, if I didn't mention. And yeah, it was just such a good bronzer. I was so happy with it. This is what's left of it. Now, I wish I could open this to show you guys, but it literally buckled from the middle. So I was using it, I was loving it, and then in the middle, like the powder started to buckle up, and now there's just a gaping hole in it. And I don't know if you guys are used to having a compact or anything that breaks. When you actually go in and use it, like you get like splotchiness, different pigment on different parts of your brush. Like it's not the same as when it's intact. So I was really, really sad about this. This was so expensive to me for a bronzer, and to have that happen to it, just totally not worth my money. What I would suggest instead would be one of my favorite bronzers to date that I've tried, the Fenty Beauty Sunstalker Instant Warmth Bronzer, and I have it in the shade Private Island. It goes for $30 US and $40 Canadian, and believe me when I say it is well worth the money and a definite alternative to if you like the Marc Jacobs. I found that this is very similar. Okay, so next on the list, I'm going to be talking about two skin products, the next two items. So first is, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of it, this is the Lancer The Method Polish. This guy goes for $75 US and $100 Canadian, so that is a lot of money. I was promised supple, clean skin, rejuvenated skin. I even received a sample that I used several times that I seriously loved. Now, I don't know if the sample formula was different or what went wrong, but this completely ravaged my skin. And when I say ravaged, I mean ravaged. So what it is, there's little tiny, very small micro beads in here that when you use and you polish up your skin, it removes all the dead skin. It adds, it's apparently has like botanicals and stuff in it, so as you're scrubbing away, you're adding in beautiful, good ingredients into your skin. But oh my goodness, what happened was I got micro tears in my skin. And after that, and I obviously didn't know, and after that, when I would put my skincare products on top, it would literally just fill into all of these little holes that have been created in my skin and cause massive breakouts. I had tons of pigmented, bumpy, like the grossest skin, like when you would turn in and see all of that texture in the light. Like I had never in my life experienced skin like this. This is something that I wildly regret purchasing, so stay away. If you have the chance to, stay away. And if you have it and it's worked for you, I have no idea. Maybe my skin is just wildly sensitive, but it did not work for me. So I wanted to ask you guys, so I am not on a skincare routine and I really want to be. So I don't have a suggestion that would be better than this. Like, do you guys have any suggestions of something that's an exfoliator that works very well, that would just very gently remove any dead skin and refresh my skin? Does anyone have any suggestions on that? I would love if you would leave a comment down below and let me know. Totally into looking into that. All right. In the vein of that, the next product I'm going to be talking about is the Sunday Riley skin routine that I was doing. So this consisted of Good Genes, which is a lactic acid treatment. That went for a whopping $158 US and $207 Canadian. I also used the Luna Sleeping Night Oil. That went for $105 US and $138 Canadian. I also used the Tidal Brightening Enzyme Water Cream. That was $65 US and $86 Canadian. And finally, the Martian Mattifying Melting Water Gel Toner, and that was $55 US and $72 Canadian. Now, in total, I spent $503 on this skincare routine, okay? At first, guys, these products were so lovely. They were so wonderful. They did such amazing things for my skin. I started to see some of my pigmentation going away, the skin just really smoothening out, brightening up. That was like 3 months in. Now, after the 3-month mark, my skin started to become destroyed. It was always clogged. It was always so infuriated, like I was getting cystic acne. I have never had cystic acne in my life. Like, I don't know what they put in this product, but in these products, I should say, but it was just not good for my skin. I don't know why after a certain amount of time did all of this happen. No clue, but it was devastating and I spent so much money on it. So if you guys were ever considering Sunday Riley, just know I have super sensitive skin. It was just not for me. It didn't work. And I know that they've been involved in some recent controversies lately. They've been like paid to put fake comments on Sephora or something like this. I didn't even look into it that much, but guys, if you can steer clear of this company, I would, because it did not go well for me and I was really regretful. It took me about 6 months for my skin to recover from that. So absolutely not worth it. Okay guys, that was the 5 items that were super expensive that I regretted purchasing from Sephora. But one that didn't make the list that I wanted to give an honorable mention is the Tarte Magic Wand 5-piece brush set. This was $40 US and $51 Canadian. Luckily, these are no longer available, and thank your lucky stars that they're not, because mine broke. And I don't even want to tell you what I found inside. I'm going to try to insert pictures if I can. It almost looks like there's black mold in here. This is absolutely terrifying. This completely broke. They were completely hollow, so they felt super cheap. So Tarte actually still does offer brush sets very similar to this one. So if this is a testament to how the other ones are, I highly suggest you avoid them. Not the best thing to go with. Like, gross. I don't even want to smell inside here because like I am scared of what this is. Okay guys, so that's it for the 5 most expensive products from Sephora that I regret purchasing. Thank you so much for watching. Please let me know, do you like this style of video? Do you want me to do something else along these lines? I love hearing your suggestions, so make sure you leave me a comment down below. And if you haven't already, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. It really helps me out when you guys subscribe, and I will catch you guys on the next video. Bye guys!